No time for pleasantries. We've got to get you to safety. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how and why attack the well? It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, they hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe what's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that it's only success. We're in the Feylands, miles away from, but it seems some of the Tuatha have found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, we must have... Good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes. It's just that... Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the...
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive! No!
Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. The well was a beautiful dream. An end to death. A cure to tragedy. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
Told them we needed more guards.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in that. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with... That sounds like him. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucked, at least that's what it was supposed to do. Oh, you mean Agath? He visits Hughes every once in a while. You should be able to find him in Gorhart. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, but the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. We all knew Formidus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts and guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. We should be safe here.
I saw you fighting there. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but If they had, fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you. Or they would have started building here when they found Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out. The well was incredible. But it took armloads of Prismeer crystals to keep the thing active. They even put in a few tunnels to... Looks like I was right. Again. They're technically dangerous enough in the wild. Fate waivers? Bah, they never did. But the front's all the way out. Good luck out there.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? When I saw you with Ensel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because the Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I don't have... Okay, here. I don't want any part of this.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. What a shame. He's probably dead by... When he started his experiments here, the cards told me the old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't... A Fate Weaver. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver. Since we... I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes. Or in celebration of his success. You're the one. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the... Come here. I'm going to do a reading. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes. Other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan. You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers... I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Or, at least, I should be. Your fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe... then your path is yours to determine. Normally the threads would go. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out. He's a damned good fate weaver. But that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. That wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is we are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to our title always was a bitter lie. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And now the old traditions are all but lost. That's just it. He lives in a little hut to the east in What could this all mean?
In halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
When you're crowding so close.
Here.
Go back to your business. Go on.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly... I don't know what the Tuatha would be doing this far from the front. They're a wicked breed, though. And I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests. Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. I'm the Warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's but we're a good community full of good people. It appears she was attacked with some manner. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wound. It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps I've seen many bandit clans. The Red Legion has been a presence in the... She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of... Bye now.
Fae in Gorehart. It isn't right.
Don't start any trouble.
To live among the lives of the mission. They look down their eyes at you. They laugh at your ignorance. Help me to expose them. Mission for what it truly is. A prison of ideas in which they hope to keep us.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but although one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our... We at St. Odwig's have worked for years. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears. And many of our youngest don't have the will to... 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him. Odorath is a savage. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. Mitharu, Brother Egan, please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you. Goodbye.
Mitharu believes in justice. Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's. It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the... He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all. She was wronged by someone in this village. Never make assumptions. You don't know. If Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, if such creatures were not part of... Are you content to live among the lives of the...